Ahoy mates, Julie here, and welcome to Friday's episode of The Boaters TV. First up today, in Just for the Hull of It, first there was Flipper, now meet Sea Breacher. If you've ever experienced boating on the open seas and looked out to see a school of dolphins playing alongside you, you know what a joyous occasion it can be. But have you ever wondered what it's like from their perspective? To swim a mile in those fins? Well, check out this homemade, fully submersible watercraft from Rob Innes and Dan Piazza's company, Innespace Productions. Their gas-powered Dolphin not only mimics the look of our beloved aquatic counterpart, but also its abilities. It can travel both on and under the surface of the water and perform sustained snorkel dives of 20 seconds at 20 miles per hour. The Innespace Dolphin does acrobatic tricks too, from barrel rolls and leaps above the waves to mid-air rolls with inverted landings and planing at 30 miles per hour with the canopy fully open. Completed in 2001, the Innespace Dolphin has been successfully performing at shows and events for the last 4 years. And now for Innespace's latest creation, the Sea Breacher. At first glance, it may look very similar to the Dolphin model, but it incorporates a host of design and performance improvements. Able to accommodate 2 passengers as opposed to just 1, the new Sea Breacher is 50% larger and 20% heavier than the Dolphin Hull, meaning it can also accommodate larger, more powerful engine packages. In fact, it is powered by a 175 horsepower Atkins Marine rotary engine and will be capable of surface speeds in excess of 40 miles per hour. A 250 horsepower supercharged version will also be available. Sea Breacher has a taller, larger snorkel, allowing for deeper dives and greater airflow capacity. The snorkel also incorporates an automatically closing butterfly valve to prevent water ingestion during those deeper dives, and a stronger 3/4 inch thick polycarbonate canopy, similar to those used in the new F-22 Raptor, so that it is more than strong enough to withstand hard inverted landings. She will be unveiled later this year, and limited numbers will be available next year for racing and special events. Unfortunately, they're not available for purchase. Wonder how long that will last. For more information on the Sea Breacher and the Dolphin, you can visit www.innespace.com. Next up, now that the days are shorter and colder up north, in our Off the Hook segment, boating writer Janet Graney's got some tips on how you anglers out there can continue to catch your limit. When dropping hook in the winter, before you can outwit the fish, you need to keep yourself warm and safe. Here's how. Colder weather means fewer boaters on the water, which also means fewer rescuers are handy. Take along a fishing buddy or 2 and leave a detailed float plan. And while you should always wear a life jacket, in cold weather, it's even more important. If you fall overboard in cold water, a PFD buys time before hyperthermia sets in. Also, leave the denim at home. Jeans are not warm enough dry, and when wet, drain heat from the body. Avoid cotton too. Instead, wear layers of wool and high-tech synthetics. Now, when it comes to the actual fishing time, if you're wondering where fish are biting, remember that any sign of life is a good sign in the winter. Investigate what any water birds are doing, like herons, cormorants, or grebes. Next, it's probable the fish are on the bottom, nestled in the silt. If you find mud on the belly of the first fish you bring up, you know the bottom is where the action is. Look for deep water close to shore and go deep and vertical with the bait. Remember that fish are sluggish in cold water, so use more of a lethargic bottom crawl in winter and be patient when presenting the lure, giving each spot extra time. And spraying soft plastic lures with an attractant, like herring oil, will encourage them to mouth bait longer. Finally, use low stretch line and a spray-on line conditioner, which can keep the line free of ice. If the line ices up, use a spray for that too. And with those tips, no matter what the weather is going to do this winter, you're ready to fish on. And finally today, it's time for our Boat Test Reports feature of the week, where today we get a peek at the Four Winds V258 Cruiser. Check her out.
More than a motto, boating is family fun has come to express a philosophy at Four Winds. And from the production line to the water line, they've done it again with the stylish V258 Cruiser. The V258 has a walk-through windshield, allows passengers access to the foredeck in the easiest manner. Walking back through the windshield to the cockpit, take 2 steps down into the helm station, a 3rd step to the sole of the boat. Seating is plentiful. In the cockpit, there's room for 5 passengers at the table, which also collapses. The 2 acrylic inserts and the addition of this pad, and voila! Let's go down below and see where the magic lies. The salon is beautifully appointed. A burlwood door leads into the companionway. There's an aft sleeper, and forward, of course, is a V-berth that also doubles as a seating area while dining. Cabinetry in the galley is finished with a nice burlwood. What about the head on a 25-foot boat? Wait till you see what Four Winds has done in this department. Let's take a look. Jabsco makes the head here. It's operated either by the handle pump or by a rocker switch to the immediate right. Well, you see the faucet also extends out. It clips into a yoke and can be used as a shower. I found the best time to plane on the V258 to be at 4.86 seconds. The best 0 to 30 time was recorded at 10.3 seconds. Most economical operation, that came at 4,000 RPMs for 27.3 miles per hour at a burn rate of 12.5 gallons per hour. That extrapolates to 2.18 miles per gallon and a range of 137 miles. So you see, the V258 does make family boating fun. That's the philosophy at Four Winds.
Thanks to Boat Test for that report. For more on the V258 Cruiser from Four Winds, you can cruise on over to Boat Test's website at www.boattest.com. And that's a wrap on today's episode of The Boaters TV. Join us back here on Monday. And until then, a safe and happy boating weekend to you all. Take care. TheBoaters.com celebrity profile pick of the day is Captain Angel Gonzalez and Euristica, his 1999 27-foot Monterey 262 cruiser that might be based in St. Petersburg, Florida. But we know from looking at all the places he's added to the maps that Angel and Euristica don't spend a whole lot of time there. Looks as though Captain Angel has taken her all the way up the west coast of Florida and even as far north as Savannah, Georgia and Tybee Island. His plotted destinations read like a travel guide with restaurants, ramps, marinas, and even, hey, a disappearing island added to his map.